you turn on the light again? Sorry. I guess when the game is dark, you can't see anything. Yeah, thank you. No, both is fine, I think. Yeah. Thanks. So it's time that I delete some character. This is not your character, my love, don't worry about it. What's up, brother? How you doing? Slivers, wow, you're fast. Holy. I want to practice leveling Druid with the strategy that I posted. I'll see how it performs. Yeah, that is. And also testing if my live stream works well from here. Looking good. Yeah. We're gonna go with this handsome gentleman. Skip campaign. Ace of spades. Ace of tests. They did fix survival instinct, yes. Not completely, but enough for landslide to function correctly with it, which is what we want. Not necessarily giving Werebear tags to Landstorm, though. Let's see how it pumps. I'm gonna go to sleep at like 4 p.m. Oh, it's gonna be kind of wild. Why the fuck do I have gems in my thing? A new card, that's crazy. Anyway, point shear. Might take that for first. Pulverize, pulverize, boom, boom, boom. Then you have an extra point actually, which allows me to take. Is it worth to take one of the defensive skills right away? Just pump 5 points in that shit. Let's make it nice and simple. Damn, Almir Rainy TV. Hope I pronounced it correctly, but I don't think I did. I did my best. Where is the dungeon? Ancient Lament, no. Guranozam, no. No, 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 no. Mournfield, no. Graining Labyrinth. So, start of the season, just boom. Go here. Almir Johnny. I want to do Earth Spike build with the new Reckoned Wake unique. They removed the cooldown from it though, so it doesn't work. But it works well with like the shout cooldown reduction aspect, and you get a 0 cooldown on your shouts, so you can spam that. It just, I don't think the damage from the boots is gonna be enough. The reason why the damage from the boots is not gonna be high enough is that it does not have any tags. They don't understand that. Deathblow Barb build, you actually have to ask Roost Cruise about that. He's the Deathblow Barb guy. But back on the boots, they did change the aspect. Now it has no cooldown. They're trying to make the build viable. So why it is not viable to play? It is not viable to play the Rakan of Boots is because Blizzard does not understand why certain flat damage things work and certain do not. Why does Wind Shear work and why do Blizzard aspect works for damage? But why do other things don't work? The reason for that is that, quite simply, when you use the Blizzard aspect and you use the Wind Shear aspect, those things take all the tags of the skills. So Calm Breeze aspect for Wind Shear takes all the tags of Wind Shear, so it scales with basic skill damage, with storm skills, etc. Same things can be said about the Blizzard aspect for Sork scaling with the Blizzard. If they actually made this type of effects from like Rakan of Boots and other pocks like that have some tags, you know, then they would work. It's a really fun build. It has a possibility it's bugged, like it can always be bugged. We actually don't really know if they changed the damage of those items because you cannot tell from the patch notes. If they buff the damage enough, Flash Render build could be viable if the damage is high. Is it though? I don't know. I have to travel to the Endless Coil. I don't think this is the correct way to go there. I feel like the coil is another way. But anyway. So it is kind of... I'm using the Poison Creeper because it does infinite damage early game and then does no damage anymore. But, you know, for now, you take it off. It's like not something I can put in a guide because it's not something you use for a long time. But like in the very beginning of the game, the Poison Creeper actually hits like a truck. A little extra trick I learned from the Dijo, actually. Most of my leveling build has been copied from Vudijo. He took my Wind Shear build and made a leveling version with his Pulverized build combined. And I really liked it. So I stole it. Maybe Airbreaker build is dead. I'm gonna wait and see though. But I've heard people worrying about it. Lemona messaged me about it. Thomas messaged me about it. Thomas is gonna play Landstorm and test it out right away. How strong is Cataclysm gonna be this season? Oh, wait a second. Cataclysm is in the Landslide build sometimes. Are you asking if you wanna make like a full-on damage Cataclysm build? Like a damage based on the ultimate or what? I think Cataclysm is gonna maybe make people a little bit angry because it honestly a little bit better for geared people and it's not very casual friendly. Either, so this is how it works, right? It gives you infinite resources. No, Cataclysm does not do enough damage. So if you play Cataclysm, you play it for the resource, infinite resources, and for, of course, the damage multiplier. If your build relies on Cataclysm for resources, you're not gonna be playing resource generation in the build, obviously, because you have infinite, right? So either Cataclysm is always up, or you're fucked. Meaning that there's like a threshold of gear you need to reach before you can actually utilize that. And that is not casual friendly. It's not a good way to do it. I adapted my builds to compensate for casuals and low geared people playing them. You might have to add like one item, maybe play with Flicker Step or something like that. But it's not I think, elegant. Honestly, at 129 minutes is impressive, but it is a lot of... It's many pits behind. It is many pits levels behind the other builds. Cool though. So the Cataclysm, was like trying to tell me I'm wrong on my video, saying that the wording means that it does X. It says like you get infinite resources. You don't. It makes your skills cost 0, unless they changed it again. And if your skills cost 0, it's okay. A skill costing 0 is still 0. So you're spending 0, which activates Starless Sky. It activates Lucian. It does not activate things that require a specific amount of resources, like the Overpower Amulet and the Ancestral Guidance you mentioned. It won't trigger Ancestral Guidance, but it's still a 100% multiplier. And the main gain, in my opinion, of the Cataclysm ring is that it allows you to play with Wild Heart boots, which have a 60% multiplier on it. That is, in my opinion, the main advantage of that. You can cast 75 was all. That's technically true. Technically, this is not wrong. It's trolling you, but not wrong. No one can claim that he's incorrect about his assessment. You only need so the cool thing about this is the boulder build that I made. If you guys want to do exclamation mark here, let's check my builds. My Cataclysm build only needs Dolmen Stone to have permanent Cataclysm up. Early season, if you do not have a GA Dolmen Stone, you have to run with Arita. And I am assuming that the progression is like geared people will have a GA Dolmen Stone and Starless Sky, and non-geared people will have Dolmen Stone and Arita. And that will have your Cataclysm cooldown checked. I think it's okay not changing functionality. I think the changing stats to make them less annoying is okay. I'm not mad about that. Some uniques could have had a change of functionality that were like not working. Like for example, they could have put a little bit more effort into making. I mean, I know what builds people want to play. Like, let's pretend I was a developer. I would make you play a Bulwark build, then you want to play a Grizzly Rage build with something, and I would make also Stormclaw viable. People love Stormclaw. If you're a developer, you can, and you know, if you want to spice things up like for a new season, you want to give people something new, you make the Flash Render build viable, which is like can also be played. Could be played like in a Bulwark defensive skill build. That's how people wanna. Like, people want this type of cool stuff to play. And you just make 2 cool builds per season. I think making Cataclysm actually like a viable strong build could have been a good idea. Making Cataclysm do a lot of damage. Tempest Roar is the same, useless. Like, it's not worth talking about it. Not the biggest fan of that. 2 totems, that's kind of troll, honestly. I heard events are good. I don't know if Vodija does the events. So the 2 most important aspects to get are the blood boiling aspect, which I don't know if it can be obtained in a dungeon. Do you guys know if blood boiling aspect can be taken from a dungeon? I don't know. That's one thing I hate about Druid, is that you have to play your unique helms to just to... Oh, don't get me started. Why is Druid needing a helm to shapeshift? It's his fucking class. It's like sorcerer need a helm to cast magic. Or like a barbarian need a helm to learn how to use a fork. Why is Druid needing like a helm to shapeshift? $120 is not too bad, honestly. Depends if they buff the damage of flash render, right? Do you have video, by the way, of that? Like to see your damage? I mean, 120 is... You know, depends on how much they buffed flash render. You can kind of calculate how strong the build is gonna be next season. There's no dungeon for Blood Boil aspect. I figured. It's like it's a new power. Unless they change it next season. Is vampiric power coming back. I thought something was spawning here, no? I don't know about if I kind of see where you're going with, like, it depends how expensive the build is. It is kind of true, and that's like I thought about it last season, that it was a good thing for like a win share, but most people don't actually trade, so like all builds are equally expensive. And you need to make sure that builds are viable without like GAs and stat requirement. Because people don't have them. How many buffs have that build have gotten though this season? I wonder like how much extra damage Drakenot Wake is. I think we lose willpower this season, if I'm not mistaken. We have less willpower than last season. But I mean, technically, could play. No, I can't play. We really need a unique totem, so. I mean, it's impressive. Every build got buffed besides that, though. I feel like by double. That's a good number, though. So you get a baneful art even in season in World Tier 2. That's kind of a big deal, honestly. Surprised by how fast that's why Barbarian does so well, because the class performs without any gear. And people like that, they feel powerful. And so everyone is playing Barbarian. It's gonna be my last season, I think, starting Druid, unfortunately. We'll see. Unless they fix Druid. I'm gonna start Spiritborn next season, and then we'll see. I feel like they just said they just play Spiritborn, it's Druid 2.0. I feel like that's their intent. I should have not died. It was bad for leveling. Yeah, Bone Spirit gear is impossible to get for people. I don't know if you can make even a casual friendly version of that, honestly. The density in War Tier is trash. I kind of calculated that it's gonna be similar. Bone Spirit and Druid are gonna be more or less like the 150s compared to like this season. Kind of hard to tell how strong Spirit Bone would be this season. But yeah, pretty much Spirit Bone has all the things that Druid should have had. Like access to like your transformation stuff without jumping through hoops. Only thing a little bit bothers me is the helm. The Spirit-born helm is a little bit like Tempest Roar and Basili's Prayer. It's like so strong you have to run it. It gives you 150% damage and gives you another one of your passives. Honestly, I don't see how you cannot run that helm. And it will feel really bad to not run it. Take out that out. Oh, I hate how you lose your pulverize ranks. That's toxic. I think Blood Owl. I should have Blood Owl with resources, honestly. Blood Owl with resources, and maybe this with resources for now. My resources are dog shit. Don't really care. Did I have my wind shear aspect, my damage? Guess doing events is really the best thing. Bold! What's up, Ruse? Yeah, so in the beginning, like, Rogue is faster than you, but then you catch up to Rogue after you get your stuff. Like, War Tier 3 is lower on Druid, but then War Tier 4, you're so much faster than Rogue. Which is the other really fast class. That's pretty good. And attack speed, we are fast. I have the win share level in video. Really, the XP bar wasn't moving? Well, I'm not gonna run that content anyway. I'm gonna run pits to level up till max level and then run. Then maybe I'll do like the quest like 99 to be efficient. I don't know if seasonal gives you anything worth doing. I feel like pits and Nightmare Dungeon till you can do pits is the best thing. Like Nightmare Dungeon till you level up your glyph and then pits. You have to run Nightmare Dungeon anyway, eventually. Because they give you access to pits, and then pits gives you access to the Infernal Horde thing, so... I did not play Last Epoch. I would probably get hooked in the game and then play that, and then it gets. I already decided that I'm gonna play these MPO2 and that's it. Otherwise, I'm spread too thin. I don't know if that's actually the right call. I think the staff was actually right. Why is Axe and staff both giving dot damage? It doesn't make any sense. Last season is gonna be so slow at improving. I played Last Epoch when it was in early access, and they just don't have the manpower. Honestly, they have good developers though. Like they could honestly they could just switch game designers, send the game designers from Diablo to Last Epoch, and the engineers from Blizzard to, and let's just make it a perfect team. Yeah, the engine is very old. It's like Last Epoch started coming out, like it was like getting they started to work on it, like when Path of Exile was a new game. Not the best. I don't think there's anything else I can take for damage early. I can take that actually. Four offerings with the good. I did play PoE. I don't know if... I mean, no one remembers me, but I was the one that created the build Wanderer. But my race just gave up on the game. I was like, nope. My obsessive, compulsive desire to play the game as efficiently as possible makes that game a nightmare for me to play. Because like trading is such a huge part of that game, so much more than Diablo, and like you have to like talk so much while trading and playing maps and pressing flasks. It was like a million action per second, and my wrist just died. My old man wrists gave up. Then I went and played, I think, I don't know what I did. For a couple of years I didn't do anything, actually. I need an amulet. Unironically. I'm gonna trade a lot this season. Last season I did not trade a lot. This season I know what to do. I'm gonna boost people doing tormented bosses early. And I will do it for like 2-3 days straight when like the benefit is high. And then with the money I will buy gear. Instead of like pushing for pits early, I will just farm. And then play the game after like 4 or 5 days. I wanna play the game and not trade as well, but I also don't want some people just swiping, beating me and like you know, throwing it in my face, like how much they can clear higher than me with their swiped gear. Well, gold exploit doesn't matter. Because then the price, you know, the price of the boost goes up if the gold gets exploited. Let's see how many materials we'll actually get. 20, 19, and 11. Okay. 20, 19, and 11. Is that enough for Calm Breeze? Wait, you need one of those. So there's no way to get one of those, right? After I stop boosting, I buy all the gear, and then it's okay. I don't care about it anymore. After I stop boosting, I buy all the gear with the current market price, and then I'm done. I haven't paid attention if you get the legendary material from health diets or not. It might be that you have to wait a level 20 to enchant the Calm Breeze aspect. Let's see. Yeah, you get a lot of materials from chest. This also goes a lot faster when there's like more people here this season. Like altides are empty right now. There's like no one. Which is not ideal for me, but... Spirit offering. I'm not gonna say no to that. I have to watch Woodish's video on leveling, what he did. I don't think he has the... I don't know if I can find the full video. You can also do the torture gifts. So you can also do one time that. Fuck, I forgot to watch what I got from the chest. But anyway, I have another chest to open. So yeah, Stormside is competitive for sure. Might even be better, we don't know. But competitive, if you just want competitive, I can guarantee that, yes. Unless they bug fix, unless like they change the item in a way that doesn't work anymore at all. Which they did change the tooltip, we don't really know what that means though. There's so many changes that were not on PTR, we don't know about. But technically, as long as it works, it's gonna be competitive. I also think Boulder is gonna be competitive, honestly. Okay, what do you get? Bundled herb, emerald fragments. Yeah, you don't get the legendary material, but I did get a legendary actually. One more time, let's go in town and check what I get for like a lowest level legendary. Might simply be that you have to wait like a level 20. There's a chest you can buy that gives you legendary items. So you can use that to disenchant. Boulder knockback is annoying, yes. It would be similar gear as landslide, so it doesn't really bother me too much. Only thing that would be different in terms of gear is you need an amulet. And the different amulet a different globe, I believe. Anything else changes in terms of gear for the builds? Oh yeah, the weapon, of course. I mean, to be fair, it does change. Playing more than one build is annoying, but start of the season, I don't have to have the perfect item. Amulet. What the fuck? A lot of items. Cracked. There is a pool. I guess we'll see also how Boulder does with Irida next season. So I said I wanted to test disenchanting. I'm gonna try that now. "65 inches, wow. My head is almost life size. That's good. Do you see how I have this reflection on my head? it looks like a gem, and my girlfriend said I look like Vision from the Marvel. I thought it was pretty rude. It was a good burn though. Let's see what I got. What used to polish it. I didn't get that. So it has to be a jewel to get it. Okay, so I need the... So to enchant... I need either a legendary ring or a legendary amulet if I want to get the wind shear aspect going. There's like no other way to get it. So pretty much... it is what it is. Nice! We'll see. I mean, Boulder got like a 20 times damage buff. We'll see how good that is. It also like the new item, like the new Butcher's Cleaver for like landslide might actually be good. Like you can legit play a Butcher's Cleaver. Might be better to play landslide. Don't know if I have the balls to play Boulder anymore. I mean, I did the map, but it's like it is might not be enough damage buff to compensate for being a little bit weaker than landslide to start. I don't know, it gets the 300%, it looks it's kinda cool. I am a little bit afraid of the knockback again. I feel like Boulder always disappoints me whenever I build it, but... it also depends how the damage scales, like the 10 boulders damage scales. Like does it scale like 30% more for like each boulder? I don't know. If it is like additive or multiplicative. Ah, obols. That's actually not a bad idea. Oh, it's gonna be very slow. I have to stay in bear form for that. It's not that great. I can see being like top tier for like health heights, honestly. Because you're gonna be 100% move speed capped all the time. But is that gonna matter? Like, I need a build that does good damage on bosses. For the boosting. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm getting absolutely murked by the guy, by the way. I think it's a huge waste of time, not gonna lie. Also, I don't like this talent. Something to remember. Like that. Two druids. Kind of tough to get all the items though. Early season especially. I don't think you can use wands. I think those are classes specific to Sork. No, maybe not. There are some Necro can use them. I'm wrong. So doing events is pretty important early because I need to get the obols to get the legendaries. I think waiting level 20 is correct. Waiting level 20 before trying to upgrade anything. At 20 you have the obols chance, and you also have the leveling item chance, the cache. I know when to not go to town now, so I don't have to waste time doing that. I wonder about doing spirit. Maybe might be worth to do the spirit thing. Demolisher. Already been here. That's pretty good value and almost 20. And at 20 we'll see if we can get the material we need. Also important to get the ore, because with the iron chunk we can get the items. One iron chunk, that's kind of garbage. Painful heart. You also get obols from the chest. Shred just is redundant because both the waxing gibbous, the temperings, and the lupin's ferocity do the same thing, giving you crit chance. They are so redundant. It's actually really annoying how they didn't see that being a thing. Pisses me off a little bit. Oh. So obviously I do not have a legendary item. Let's see if I can get an amulet. It is legendary. No, I did not get a legendary item. That's actually was pretty tough. Huh. Huh. You have the basic quest elixir. No. Leveling item. It's 31 raw hide and 31 chunks. I don't know how many of these I have. I can maybe do 2. I don't know if there's like a good way to get legendary item. I got a ring. I got lucky though. And now I could imprint an amulet. But I feel like that was like RNG. No, this is not season. It's 14 hours. 5 hours, I'm gonna go to bed. 5, 4. So, what did we learn? It's like the obols, like the chance of getting a legendary from obols is like almost 0. But I need to get one legendary amulet to enchant, to like imprint my aspect. Opening with the dungeon was good. Like doing level 1 dungeon is the good call, and then you go health heights, I guess. And like level 20 doesn't seem like safe enough to get what you need. Level 20 was not safe enough. Like I cannot guarantee I get my calm breeze at level 20. Maybe you wait level 35 and then upgrade your gear right before the dungeon. Maybe you don't go to town before level 35. That might be the way. I think you can get it from the ring. It should be guaranteed, right? Unless I'm dumb. I didn't even check, but let's try one. Yeah, you get one guaranteed, I guess, from that. I mean, I could buy more. The Bulwark spam. It could be fun to play it while leveling. It's probably gonna perform really good leveling, I'm not gonna lie, but... Oh. Just for shit and gigs. So the plan is to leech in Elta till level 35 as a druid. That's like the plan. I get it again. I got it again. It sounds like every time you destroy a jewel, you get one of those. Yeah, I need a legendary jewelry. There's like not many ways to get it. The only way to get the legendary jewels... I need to try maybe how good Whisper is early, but... I guess you have to just wait higher than level 20. Maybe level 25. You can get the Cambridge aspect imprinted, but at that point, you might also just wait 35. Rings are cheaper for gambling? I didn't know that. No, they're the same. Druid not strong enough to go early than 35 War Tier 3 and get a secret weapon for sure. You can get secret weapon till War Tier 3, but... No, yeah, Druid till you get your Calm Breeze aspect is weak. The moment you get Calm Breeze with Druid, you just fly through all the content faster than any class. You definitely push harder later levels than the other classes. Early game, Pulverize, Poison Creeper, till you can manage. There's nothing I can do for resources early either. Even the lowest rolled aspect of Cambridge Rex. Do you get obos from Renown? That's not a bad question. No. No. You get gold. And bonus XP. I don't even know if it's worth it. Bonus XP. 600 XP. I don't think it's worth it. 608 XP. Yeah, bro. I don't even know why they're doing that. No, I just have to wait till like level 25 and get more. I guess you have to. Do you? I don't know when you open the chest, honestly, in Altai. And I wonder if the play is to keep the Altai rewards, like the Altai fields till like towards like the end of the hour, and then go open. Because at that point you're gonna be higher level, more chance to get legendaries. Like, if you get lucky, of course, but we don't wanna get lucky. We want something consistent for tomorrow. Holy fuck, that glows are ridiculous. I mean, I'm gonna use any of that. They were obtained not in a fair way. What you like, there's really two things you wanted, and then you just clear super fast. One is the blood boiling aspect, and the other one is the wind shear aspect. As long as you can get that, GG. You do up to level 34 in Eltide, and then you do your class quest, and then you go the dungeon. Doing all events, I guess. Yeah, events are good to do. Events give a lot of XP. Density is higher. Events density is actually pretty high in low war tier. In fact, it should be the same density as all war tier for events. It's simply open world that has less density. Oh. I wonder if is anyone watching from YouTube. I'm trying to stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I don't even know if it's working. Wonder if it is. Yeah, it is. Fog. If mine cages increase that mine cages. I wonder when do you use mine cages? Well, I don't have them now anyway. So there is that. Wind shear still the GOAT endgame. There is a chance it is, but probably landslide or boulder, honestly, or landstorm. If landstorm, I really don't want to play landslide. To be fair, like I really don't want to play landslide. I really would prefer to play landstorm. It's way cooler. I can try to calculate how much more damage we get. Landstorm and Landslide were really close, like only 2 pit levels apart. No, no, not trample landslide. It's a storm slide. It's a landslide that casts lightning storm pretty much. Sure, we're gonna do some of them off right now. Let's try to figure out how much more damage we get with Landstorm compared to Landslide this season. It's definitely more fun than Landslide, but... Okay, let me do some math. Let me bring up my spreadsheet. And then we try to figure it out. Docs. Second. File new. There we go. Well, so also, I mean, Diablo 4 patch note. Yeah, if like if there's like a bug to Boulder, it's gonna be annoying because it has been bugged every time. So this season, where's Druid? So last season we had pretty much we don't lose any damage because of lack of Shepherd. Or damage got double, so we have 2x damage because we have double the landslide. We have two times the landslide, 2x landslide, 2 times damage. Landslides, 2x, it's 2x damage. That's how much more damage we get. Then, attack speed gives me also double the damage. Because I have more lightning spark, so it should be double damage there as well. It's actually 4 times damage. The balance aspect that I put on Amulet for the build makes up for that. How much damage is the new unique or the unsung? I'll go take a look at that. Yeah, it wasn't the case in PTR, and it was a beast in PTR. Druid, like Rob would say. For Druid, we have this. We have one more rank to Defiance, more crit chance, and double the ranks to Lightning to... This is only 9 ranks. There's gonna be so much ranks. Like 60... That's 1.8 times damage multiplier. 1.8, my opinion. So that's 2, 4, and then almost 8. So it seems like at face value already, the build is getting more damage than the previous season. Now the big question for the build is that my new version of Storm Slide. I think I missed some questions. If I missed a question, please say again. What do you mean internal error? Oh, that's Bear Slide. My Storm Slide build plays... well, okay, so we play with Vasili's Prayer. We lose some damage there, but we get more defense. We lose damage. Why I cannot see chat anymore? You're really hoping that Shred is at least playable? No, it's not. What are those hours of streaming? So, this hours of streaming is gonna be because it's gonna be more or less when I stop actually here, I think. Maybe not. Like my schedule is fucked because I'm trying to wake up at silly hours for the release of next season. That's the TLDR. That's why you see me up at a weird hour. It is what it is. New season, we have to do what it says. I'm glad you missed me. It's weird to see a Doombringer in a Druid build. It is, I'll tell you why. Wait. This one. That's okay. I'll do this. I can make it bigger. Because this doesn't work. Chance for Lenslight to cast twice does not work. You got hit with another. It's too funny. I don't control the ads actually. I don't know how to set them up. It's like automatically from Twitch. You gotta get the ads. So I was talking about the Doombringer. This doesn't work. Chance for Lenslight Projectile to cast twice actually doesn't proc any more Lightning Storms. So it doesn't work with Nature's Fury. The extra procs from this effect does not work. The Aftershock does, but the Lenslight Projectile cast twice actually do not do anything. So we were playing with like a worthless Tempering last season. So the choices are either you're on Doombringer or Butcher's Cleaver. Is Butcher Cleaver a damage boost? I don't know. Is Doombringer a damage boost? I don't know. Doombringer is all stats. I mean, it's like infinite. It has also 100 damage, honestly. Doombringer makes you immortal. You can like fucking chunk all your defenses with this item. So you can recover the damage from that. It is technically worth a lot more than an offensive aspect should be worth. So in theory, yes, playing Doombringer should be beats. Do I have enough stats? So I have card control and distant. I actually need one more card control. No, I don't. That's correct. One card control and one distance, and I'm full for my legendary node. The Earthly Devastation and Thunderstruck are capped with one. With this one, damage to distant, and then card control plus the card control you also have from the talents on the Paragon cap your card control damage. So, well, it is weird, but what if we, instead of running that, we run Butcher's Cleaver? So Butcher's Cleaver has attack speed. Attack speed double dips. Attack speed double dips, which is good. Then we have critical strike chance against feared enemies. 25 at level 0. So that's gonna be like 50% crit chance almost. Like it's pretty like 100% crit chance. But the other stats don't do anything. Like physical damage doesn't do anything for the build. And move speed is nice. And the critically striking an enemy has a chance to fear and slow them. That's a lot of stagger. That's 2 CCs. That's 2 different CCs. That's a lot of CC you can have with that. It could be worth playing, honestly. That's a good question, Abdullah. And I'm glad to talk about it because I can stroke my own ego. It's constricting tendrils. People start to playing it now, but this is the tech. I've been running it in Landstorm last season too. You have very high lucky hit chance because you apply so many skills that you proc this extremely easily and consistently. And it's also poison damage for 4 seconds, which is like a very long duration. You play distant with this build. It is interesting. We also have more attack speed. I have dominate. I don't think there's like anything I can do to get here to inner beast. But I mean, even if I got that, I cannot get to inner beast. Maybe, yeah, because I already got the HP here. 4, 5, 6 nodes for that. Same 6 here. Yeah, well, the butchers like does not fear forever. After 5 seconds, enemy become immune to CCs, but this is like not an option. I don't think so. I kind of like the butcher's cleaver, honestly, but it has cold damage on it, which is useless. It has all stats, attack speed, cold res, and chance to deal cold damage. And then has a chance to freeze. At that point, I'd rather run the Butcher's Cleaver. Okay, so back to the build. We can run, compared to previous season, which I was not running, I believe, T-Balls. I don't think last season I was running T-Balls. We got 20% damage from T-Balls, and we get Wild Heart Hunger, which works. It's a 60% damage. It works because now we have this, so now you have extra attack speed for your shapeshifting skills, but that attack speed does not double dip because it's only for your landslide, not for your lightning storm. Then the choice is, do I run Cataclysm? For now I have the Cataclysm ring on. Either I run Cataclysm ring. I don't really like Cataclysm ring, honestly, too much. It's 60-second cooldown. I do not have any cooldown reduction. It's a 60-second cooldown, and it lasts what? Like, it's gonna be like 16, 18 seconds. There's no way that I can get it back with Calm Before the Storm. Honestly, I feel like it's better to run Petrify, honestly. Now, the thing about... that I liked about Cataclysm is that I do not use Ancestral Guidance. I could remove this board and try to fit Ancestral Guidance and see if I can get it. I don't think I can get Ancestral Guidance. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legendary nodes. I also don't even have Envenom in this version of the build, which is kind of... I don't know. I mean, Envenom is 45% damage. But I lose Survival Instinct, which is a 33% damage also in single target, which is good. So like, this is better than Heightened Malice. I can try to duplicate the build. I can duplicate the build and make a version with Petrify. Slide, storm, petrify version. I think that's self-explanatory what this does, right? You think it's easy? This has to be confirmed if it works or not. I feel like it works in PTR. Easy change. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Save build. You could have here petrify duration, I believe. For this version, petrify. See, it's like 75% petrify duration. It's kind of big. And that's a big stun. It's a big boy. And honestly, if you have that much petrified duration, kind of want to play Butcher's Cleaver at that point. Yeah, so that's the thing. You run Ring of the Starless Sky instead of running the Cataclysm Ring then. The Ring of the Starless Sky double dips. Because it has critical strike chance and attack speed. Attack speed, that one, double dips to both. It feels like it could be better to run Petrify, honestly. $1.4. Then I have like, so let's say add 1.4 for the Wild Heart because we lose Shaco. We add 1.1 because of Insatiable Fury, because we lose Heightened Malice, but it works against bosses, so we add a little bit. And we gain the new Starless Sky Ring, which previous season I wasn't running, I believe. I wasn't running Starless Sky, and I was getting like a 20% damage, so it's like a 1.3 damage increase at least, to be conservative. So that's 2 for... Let's see how much damage that would be. 4 times 1.8 times 1.4 times 1.1 times 1.3. Feels like Landstorm should be stronger than Landslide. That's like a 14 times damage increase. It should be a 14 times damage. If it works. Unless it got... Because they changed the wording to... They changed the wording to this. It's not the same as it is in Gate. It says, spawning a landslide pillar within Tectonic Spike has a 22% chance to spawn 2 instead. So spawning within, chance to spawn. In game, Geyser Rage is a great engine and very fun to play. Do I have Earthbreaker? This is like not eternal. Let me to go. No, that. Yeah, that. Wow. Let me go check my Earthbreaker on live. No. No shoes! Don't take screenshots of the fate of my Druid, please. A Geyser Rage unique would actually be OP. And great fun. Summoning landslide pillars in Tectonic Spikes Has a chance to cause extra legendless pillars to spawn. What does the new one says then? How's it different? Spawning landslide pillars within tectonic spike, a chance to spawn. Spawning, chance to spawn versus summoning. I mean, who the fuck knows what's gonna happen there? Why did they even change that? Like, who? What type of change is that? It's crazy change. It's wild. It is a wild change. If you think about it, there's so many things that you have to do in this game. There's so many problems Druid has, and this is a crazy change. It's such a weird, complicated thing. I hope it's just a tooltip change. That's like, why? Who said, hey, everyone, stop whatever you're doing. We need to change the tooltip of this item to be confusing. Because reasons. It is such a wild change to ask someone to make. With all the things someone could do at Blizzard, someone was tasked with rewording this item and possibly recoding it. Truly an ungodly move, truly blasphemous. Someone at Blizzard is absolute evil. That's the only explanation. Could run... so if you run this one with... you don't have enough ring slots to run this one and the Cataclysm ring. So not much of a choice there. Like if I want to run a Red Eye, I really can't. So I cannot run this one to get the cooldown back of, you know, Cataclysm. So we are back to... I think this might be the correct version, honestly, with this. And Doombringer, I think you can interchange that with... I'm trying to understand if, like, what can I get instead of Doombringer? Okay. So instead of, like, Butcher's Cleaver, it would be Retaliation. It's 30% damage. And I would get literally just Willpower. So let's say it's like 5% damage plus... So it's like a 35% damage. So like the Butcher Cleaver needs to be giving me 35% damage. Does Butcher Cleaver give me 35% damage? It gives me attack speed. I could say it's a... how much attack speed do I have, first of all? In total. I have attack speed here. It's gonna be like 25. Let's say another 30 here. 55. Do I take this one? Yeah, I think we take this one. 55. 60. 70. Then this one doesn't really count because it's only one type of attack speed. It's Earth attack speed. No, this one work. It's like 15. I get like 90 from that, but it's actually different. You are very fast. It's like 100, 110 with the Paragon board. So the Butcher's Cleaver, if it's a GA Butcher's Cleaver, well, first of all, the type of attack speed that it gives, it's okay. It's because it's a different bracket than other ones, so you're not gonna overcap one bracket of attack speed. There is like the normal attack speed bracket, which goes up to 100, and then there is like all the weird attack speed goes together. So like attack speed, shape-shifting attack speed, earth attack speed, core skill attack speed, they all go into like a different attack speed bracket that is also capped at 100% bonus. So if this is GA, it will be like 18%, and let's say it goes like to 25. It is more or less a 10% damage increase. And then I have the critical strike chance. If I have like 2 staggers, 2 more CC to stagger. I have like without that I have like a 0 things that stagger because I lost every single item that gave me CC. I lost it. Before this we run 3 items that gave you CCs in this build. Now we are only gonna have it on the amulet. Like on the amulet you're gonna run chance to freeze. Unless I want to run it here and I don't run Petrified Duration. There is a case to be made that I don't run Petrified Duration. I don't know, I feel like 1 Petrified Duration is worth running, honestly. How much crit chance do we have? This is like 11. It's like 20 crit chance here. 20 crit chance here. 40. Base 5%, 45. 60% critical strike chance. Plus I have 18% from natural balance. 78%, 76 or 78% attacks. 78% of crit chance. Okay, so I do gain quite a bit of crit chance from this one still. It still will give me like a 25% damage and boost increase. So it is very similar. Very similar to running Retaliation. Retaliation is more damage on bosses though, but this staggers faster. This stagger faster. Also has damage to injured enemies. Like a huge chunk of it actually. I don't know, kinda troll. I guess honestly it's a pretty decent item. Both these, the Doombringer and like a real sword are good. For pushing, I'm afraid that just a normal item is gonna be better for pushing. But you don't really have anything to get here. I could get the Earth Critical Strike chance, actually. Weapon, we don't have anything on weapon that does anything for us. Does aspect of natural balance? Yes. It does, because in this build you play with symbiotic and you spam cyclone armor. So you get both crit damage and crit chance. It's a distant build. It's a full distant this season. If this build works, it should be better than Landslide. I'm down. I'm down to go down. I'm down to go down. And if this doesn't work, I'll just have to buy a pair of gloves. That's gonna be expensive. Okay, why do I have mobility? That's to be damage. It's like crowd control damage. Okay, so my amulet is gonna be the same for both builds, honestly. Also, my Earthbreaker is gonna be the same for both builds. For Landslide and that. This one is also gonna be the same. So I can the offend, the amulet, and the Earthbreaker are gonna be identical for all the builds. Same for the Wild Heart, so I can reuse it. Even like honestly, the main hand could be the same unless I want to test different types of main hands. And I need a 4 GA Earthbreaker. Then I buy a 4 GA Unsung Aseptic Wraps. GG. The Unsung, sure, I need a new pair of gloves. The only thing I have to buy is like a new pair of gloves and then the chest if I want to play Landslide. Gloves, chest, it's like 1 bill, 3 bill. Pretty much is the same. I think it's doable to play 2 builds. Because the items are the same. But I forgot actually, you need a distant roll for... You want a damage to distant enemies roll for Slide Storm, another one other than on this one. Unless, let's see, max roll. Let's see if they have the updated planner. It must be, there's no way. 60%, I need 400 damage to distant. It's not been changed yet, it's still the old one. The new Unsung are 135. What is 135 right now? Is it distant to 135? Almost. Like plus 12. Yeah, there's like no way you can get full on Thunder Strike with just the Unsung. Meaning that you need another item with damage to distant on it. Not the amulet, it's the most expensive item. That will be crowd control enemies. The offhand could be distant. But I don't have enough crowd control damage. Good night, Slivers. I will see you when I wake up. I will close my stream as well in an hour or so, I think, or even sooner than that, to go to bed. So, I need a distant roll. And one crowd control is enough, so I need a distant. Has to be distant. Okay. Oh, it's okay. No one knows who. It worked in PTR, but they might have changed it. I would be extremely triggered if they have... because this build would be so strong now. There's also need the Mjolnir ring. There's the new ring. Mjolnich. There we go. Oh, yeah, I have the two versions of Slide Storm. One with Cataclysm, one with Petrify. So this way we have distant here, crowd control, and this, and we are capped on Thunderstruck and on the other one as well. Yeah, Paragons are already min-maxed. Oh, I need to change... Oh, for this one, you're right. I need to change the Paragon for this one because it does not use the new ring. So, it's very simple. There's only one board we can change. All the boards here are mandatory. Technically, actually... I could change this one, but I kind of want to play that. This one is the weakest one for sure. Gone. And then it's Ancestor Guidance. It is Ancestor Guidance. I mean, if I want, I can do 5. Season 5 Dream number 1, I doubt it, but thank you for the energy. 1, 2 entrances. How many points I have? Oh. What did I remove? I removed the electrocution. Did I remove electrocution? Or did I remove Fang Claw? No. Hot match? No. Where bear I have? Who the fuck did I remove? I don't remember if I run electrocution in this There's no way I have enough points for electrocution in the new setup. No, I don't. What was the glyph I removed? My memory is failing me. It's the age. Ah, dominate, of course. Dominate has to be tested, but technically speaking, considering how much you cast, any overpower will give you the damage, which is a lot. I mean, I don't even know if we're gonna be able to get those. It's points that I don't know if I can afford it. I have only 18 points. There's no way. I have only 3 points. Not missing points. That's like one less point, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. It's like one less point from here. I don't know how useful that is, though. .37 intelligence. It would be really good. You could actually remove those. Oh, you can. And I'm actually short of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can actually fit it. I don't really like this, but for now. There are things I can do. It hurts my feelings to do that, but I'm minus 1 point. I mean, technically this work. I can remove one of those or those and be overcapped anyway. I mean, kind of hurts to miss out on these 28 races. But with Starless Sky, it should be capped anyway. Missing out on like HP. At this point, feels like Doombringer is actually not a bad choice. Because we have lost a lot of defense, which I don't really care actually. We do also have a lot of defense actually this season, to be fair. Also, just the fact that we get Earth and Bulwark is ridiculous with Symbiotic. But Doombringer looks like a good choice now that we consider that. At least for certain content. I don't think it matters for pits. I think it's viable to play with Butcher's Cleaver, I guess. This has to be distant. Card control. Petrified Ration. Yeah, I like that. The T-Bolts. The T-Bolts... I could change T-Bolts for Ballistic. It would be a damage decrease from T-Bolts for sure. But it would allow me to have 2 more. Like another utility. That's why I get Will. What does T-Bolt gets now? T-Bolt gets... Oh, that's damage reduction while unstoppable. I could lose a little bit of damage from T-Bolts. I don't think Temerity makes sense, right? I mean, with Doombringer, probably, if they fix it. Tacet of the Darning Sky. It has maximum resistance, which is POG. Resistance of all elements would cap that. When you take damage from a non-physical damage type, you gain maximum resistance. It's a lot, actually. Also has move speed and all stats. Might actually almost be viable. I have a little bit less CC than I would like for the stagger, but for pits, maybe not that important actually for pits. And then it shouldn't matter in in the hordes. In final hordes, it shouldn't matter. If you're pushing pits and the boss fight is 8 minutes, your stagger is not gonna matter. Ah, fuck, it's also hard judgment. I guess we keep the slot on the weapon flexi. The T-Bolt's wheel, I can have another pair of pants, like I said, for like a 10% damage. Comparable to this, and then I get a little bit more CC. Because I can get a lucky hit chance to immobilize or some stuff like that, that's fine. We have one here. Move speed wise, this build is kind of dog shit, right? I really have like a 0 move speed. I really don't like that. That's why I like Dolmen Stone, like a Dolmen build. You have like full move speed. If I can find 6 talents, there's like nothing I can do actually. How much was the pants? It is 18% move speed. I don't really like the lack of move speed. For pushing is fine. The Cataclysm now. The Cataclysm version now. This gives you move speed while Cataclysm is active. Actually intriguing. Might be better to run this in the end because of the move speed. I feel like you just have too little attack, move speed. So if I run this one, I have Petrify, again, Petrify. Again, Ring of the Starless Skies and Ancestral Guidance, which is a little bit more damage. And then with this one, again, move speed. 100% multiplier. Move speed in hell. Yeah, Cataclysm build 24/7 is definitely possible. It's not an issue, I think. I mean, you kind of have to believe in it. But you lose the damage of Petrify against bosses. You can always do this. You can always go 15% move speed. I mean, you know, you can actually say fuck it. Not to run Petrified Ration. Maybe you just skip on this. Maybe you go Digigrade Gate. I don't even have these points. I kind of want that, honestly, for 12. I can remove points there. I can remove points there. Like, this is 4% move speed per point. That's okay. 8. 8 is... okay, 12% move speed. It's the same as putting points here. I guess it will depend how much... 12% life. Look, there's so many fucking defensive talents. Like, he needs so many more points this season. It's crazy for Druid. The struggle is real. This is a Landstorm. We're trying to fix the move speed issue this build has when running with Petrify. Am I editing the wrong one? That's fine. Yeah, I'm editing the wrong one. That one has already Cataclysm. I don't need Shred here. One, two, three, four. Yeah, we don't use Shred for this one. This version is without Shred. This version with Petrify needs Shred. Because it doesn't have the Cataclysm ring. So we need to remove a little bit of defense. Add move speed there. Add Shred. And really anything else I can do? Feels kind of bad to do that. And then also you do this. The Doombringer makes you immortal anyway. So now we have move speed. I got locked off. Mr. Druid, Willy, what's up? I'm streaming tomorrow, yes. So now the petrified version has more move speed. And I think I go for also, instead of lucky hit, I go for Digigrate. Digigrate Gate. It plays Shred instead of running... does it play Blood Owl for attack speed? I think so. Which also... No, I need to run that. I cannot take out that. That's the dumbest thing I've did all day. So you don't run Blood Owl. I run Shred. And I can run 4% DR extra there, actually. No one cries about that. If you play with Doombringer, it kind of fixes so much of your safety and like healing. You can also gain some points from doing that. You can gain some damage. It does less worse than I thought. So Petrify. And I would honestly remove this, maybe. At this point. Run a normal pair of boots. With maybe days, actually. Passive Strike could be interesting. It's 20% damage. But also like ranks to Earth Scale. Ballistic isn't too bad. And then we have Willpower. Definitely no need armor anymore this season. Actually need total armor maybe. Power. There's like nothing interesting. It can be like maybe like a lightning or shadow, or like a fire resistance or something like that. Whatever you're lacking. Probably want both of them. And then I have a lucky hit chance to stun. Immobilize. Immobilize kind of okay. I would say freeze. We don't have freeze. And then this way I fixed the movement speed issue of this build. I have 15 movement speed extra here. 7 ranks, 7, 13, 32. 30 movement speed from this, 45. So I'm like 70 or 80% move speed, it's fine. So this was, I fixed the move speed issue of this variation of the build. The petrified version now has more move speed. Yes, it got fixed. The boulder cast twice did get fixed, but boulders are capped, which is kind of a pain. Honestly, if you have a Doombringer, you might not even want this. Eventually, if you have Doombringer, you can save 2 points. And put points in something else. This is to be tested if it even works. I will test. I will ask Ava what do you think, or other people that have tested it. Saving 2 points from that wouldn't be bad if it does not work. Hopefully it does work because that's actually more damage. That's a different story. I think we did good work. Now we have a version with the Cataclysm, and that has more move speed because of that. And plays T-bolts, so a little bit more damage there. And then a version that doesn't play this, plays Ancestral Guidance. This version does also have less HP nodes though. I had to remove some HP nodes to fit this. And I don't know if there's anything better than I can do than this. I don't know if I can do anything better than this. Can I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's like nothing, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points or 7 points difference. It's like no way. It is definitely not going to disappoint in terms of damage. It might disappoint in terms of bugs, but in terms of mathematically damages can be pretty good. I think Landstorm might surprise people. But I did improve, it was a very good stream actually. I calculated the Landstorm damage, improved this version quite a bit. I don't know which version is gonna be honestly the one I should go for right away. I guess I'll go Cataclysm version first. Distant. Let me fix though. You always want to have crowd control on the amulet because both builds, both landslide and the other builds use it. So you want to have distant here. So distant on this one and crowd control on this one because you can use this for like pure landslide build. So you don't want to fuck this amulet up. And then yeah, one item difference, 2 items difference, 3 items difference from landslide. Perfectly fine to, if like end up being that landslide is better than landstorm or vice versa. Only 3 items difference to buy, which is gonna be perfectly okay for a Pivoterino Peperino. Really good. And I don't think there's anything else to discuss today, guys. I think this is gonna be it for today, and I'm gonna prepare to go to bed soon, and we're gonna wake up tomorrow and we're gonna play. I will wake up 30 minutes before release, and yeah, or an hour before release, and we're gonna play. I test the leveling a little bit today. All good. Guys, thank you for watching. I will see you guys again tomorrow. And I wish you all a good start of the season.